I think there's three exciting things going on that really respond to what buyers want with programmatic TV. So as you say, Andy, we've been exclusively focused really on the connected OTT streams and making it work, first of all, in our core DSP, which is called TouchPoint. So the idea that you can automate it and have a tool on your desk that is literally running the same video across devices, the mobile device, the computer, and the TV, and to get reporting on that in terms of the reach and frequency. So sort of that automation and not doing it by hand, which is plaguing some of the sort of TV targeting with linear streams. So full-on automated programmatic. Second of all, the ability to kind of bring a digital audience or digital insights that have been gleaned, where you have data as a brand or an agency, and to bring that and literally apply it into TV. When I say TV, I mean the long-form quality TV content, so that we're doing things like taking mobile audience data and using it to target a live ad in ESPN, right? So that's really provocative, and I think an industry first, the ability to target all of this OTT inventory, which we're seeing is much more valuable when you're able to buy these kind of granular targets with your data. The third thing I would add is the attribution. Now, the attribution is a huge part of this. So of course, once all of this is running through sort of a data processing system from your desktop, like DataXu, you get an automated daily attribution report that literally will tell you of the people who converted on my website or some other digital endpoint, how many of them live in a house where there was a TV exposure in the last week or two. That's a huge innovation, and not only are we delivering that to our customers, it's being done with self-service software through the TouchPoint DSP, and it's a daily attribution job that cuts across devices. So we've had advertisers say to us, this is the first time I could really put a number on TV and understand the incrementality of it on my direct product sales. So how does it work? Basically, with the TouchPoint DSP, it's running across 7 different device types. And the native state is it runs across all of them, including set-top box, streaming device, mobile, etc. And so each device type is recorded when the ad is shown, and then you see a report that says, okay, which devices were, was my ad displayed on for this person. So it's people-based marketing that connects, the graph information, and then of course you can compare it against your own digital sort of endpoints, like signing up for something or buying something. That's typically advertiser data, and these two can be compared, and you can do a multi-touch attribution and understand, was there a TV ad or not in the stream of this consumer journey over a window, say 2 weeks. And then you can go a little bit further with it if you're a really sort of savvy agency and say, well, let me actually do a control expose test and understand the true lift of the TV advertising over whatever else I'm doing. So again, it's terrific you can advertise like that, but I think the opportunity for agencies as tools like DataXu are available on your desktop is to sort of get into a new level of depth with the data and analytics, where you're really adding a lot of value to the sort of rather mundane task of managing media budgets. We are seeing within programmatic, we're seeing some of the SSPs and programmatic players start to specialize more on TV, and within that, again, our focus initially has been OTT and streaming, just given the addressability and the scaling volumes, and we're seeing millions of impressions per month now of high quality placements. So not long tail TV, but shows you and I both watch. So I think we like to see the specialization because it's a way of differentiating an SSP. You've seen some of these businesses sort of pivot to do more of a direct focus on the sort of higher value TV inventory, as opposed to sort of a lower value, banner ads, which is, maybe the legacy. In terms of the overall environment, I would say, Google and Facebook continue to be dominant forces in digital advertising. What's so interesting about TV, to me, is you have very large media companies where there's very little incursion yet by Google and Facebook and Amazon, but I think everybody at this point sort of understands this is the next frontier for these companies, and they come very well equipped indeed with lots of data and analytics and the ability to sort of monetize the ARPUs from targeted advertising that is vastly superior to the traditional media business. So we are actually starting to work increasingly with the media companies themselves who have very similar problems to the advertisers and need technology to sort of connect the dots of what a specific audience, how they're consuming the TV content across devices. You get into issues like, how do I manage my yield? How do I forecast how much reach and frequency I can sell against, in-market car intenders who have a high income who live in this specific zip codes. So, for us, that's a new domain. It's a new frontier, and we're very much looking forward to, in fact, we're actively investing in developing the media company segment and helping some of these very large incumbent TV players, if you want to sort of call them that, adapt and fit up to be competitive with these internet giants as they encroach inevitably on the TV.